You're not tuned to the plug of Audionet. It's your boy Cool Carrot. That was Rick Ross, one of us. For those who don't know and just not finding out, man, that Black Market album is on sale at iTunes right now. He just released the Carol City. I repeat, that Carol City video, he just released it today. You can find that on 2dopeboys.com. My first special guest just stepped through the building. DC Zone. I'm gonna let him talk to him a little bit, man. Talk to him, see what's up with you, Ty.
Hey, what's going on with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all know me as Ty, Cap Alpha Ty, whatever's clever, man. Just slide down here to the Bull City for a little bit, man.
What brought you down here to the Bull?
Hey, man, just stopping through on business. I actually just came back from Atlanta. I was down there for 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Just reaching out, trying to expand my tour, and just decided to stop by here. Little brother is a freshman.
Okay.
Like, make sure he had everything straight, you know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, all right. Well, you on tour. So this tour you're talking about is the Ty Talks tour. So explain to people a little bit about the Ty Talks tour, and then we'll backtrack about, your accomplishments coming up. But first off, Ty Talks. Like, explain to people what is Ty Talks.
All right. So Ty Talks is actually it's been designed to sort of reflect what TED Talks is, which is conversations about different topics. And so Ty Talks, I'll talk about police brutality, I'll talk about education, I'll talk about love, I'll talk about sports, I'll talk about whatever. Just any given topic that I'm asked to discuss, I will. Because I feel like I have that sort of knowledge to do it. And that relatability where people feel like my opinion matters. So that's what Ty Talks is.
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. That's Ty Talks. So from the information that I've gathered, you finished your bachelor's degree at 15 years old.
Yeah.
So tell the people a little bit about you, like where you from and how that journey was to you becoming, finishing your degree at 15 years old, because that's a big accomplishment for somebody, at a young age of 15. People still really trying to get through high school or start high school at 15. So tell people a little bit more about you.
Right. All right, so like I said, born and raised in Washington, D.C. I grew up on the southwest side of Washington, D.C., around Waterfront. And so while I was in school, it was a one-bedroom apartment situation. Well, my parents were trying to pursue school. Me, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, we all stayed in one bedroom, 2019 Street Southwest, little apartment complex. And they never really had to stress the importance of education to me, because I saw in real time how working towards an education could affect my life for the better, I just saw as my dad got his doctorate, my mom got her master's, and stuff just started moving in the right direction, and top ramen started turning spaghetti, Vienna sausages started turning to kielbasa, and it's like, life is getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
And it was all straight for school. So my parents never really had to be in my ear too much about emphasizing school. I just always knew that could get me farther, so just had the heart for it for a youngin', and just kept going.
Okay, and so from you finishing your bachelor's at 15 to getting your master's, and you're reaching to be getting your PhD. So I guess right now you're getting your PhD at Rutgers.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your PhD in?
My PhD is in global affairs with a concentration in international business.
Okay, so what apart the global international affairs, as it incorporates with Ty Talks, how could you combine that together?
Just trying to make people think globally. I think a lot of people just have the American dream. And for me, I always had more than the American dream because I realized America's just one country. It's bigger than that. My mom was born in London. Her family is from the Caribbean, from St. Kitts and Nevis, from Aruba, from all over. So I realized that there's a whole world out there besides just what's here. And while everything in America is cool, I like to just be a part of the global community, a part of what's going on all around the world. And that's what global affairs has done for me since I've been at Rutgers. Just made me more aware of what's going on in the world. Let me know that there's opportunities outside of just America, outside of just Canada. Just all around the world that I can take advantage of. So.
All right, we'll be right back after this. I got my boy Ty in the building. We got 2 Chainz. Watch out. You're not tuned to the plug of Audionet. It's your boy Cool Carrot. I'll be back. To the plug of Audionet. It's your boy Cool Carrot. That was Omarion. I'm up. I got my first special guest in the building. Ty Talks. What's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, not much. Just chilling.
All right, man. So, before the break, you gave us a little bit about Ty Talks and what, your degree for the PhD would be. Will you be trying to build businesses with the global international degree, PhD, or what's your plan after you obtain that PhD?
You see, people always ask me, they say, Ty, what's the plan? What's the game plan after this? Because
Yeah.
I've been in school for so long, you know. Like
Yeah.
I said, I started as a little preteen, little baby, youngin', and then to now. So,
Yeah.
so everybody wants to know what I'm about to do. And I think the beautiful thing about starting so early is that I had the rest of my life to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. What I do know is that by 30, I'll be writing my own ticket. I'll be retired. I won't
Yeah.
have no buzz. You know what I'm saying? That's the plan. And that's the way that I've set it out, and that's the way that it's going to work out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? By God's will. But everything else in between is just part of the adventure, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Just part of finding myself and finding out how my story is supposed to work with the rest of the world. And that's it. But
would you extend the Ty Talks into a mini series or like a mini conversational type series?
I mean, honestly, I'm open to whatever.
Open.
You know, just honestly try to expand it to as many people as possible, because I feel like this is a message that people need to hear. You know, all too often when we hear about the stories of our smart guys or our geniuses,
Right.
they don't look like us. They're the Indian kids. They're the Asian kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me to have this story that I have, just a black kid coming out the inner city, you know what I'm saying, coming from poverty and emerging from that to be what I am today,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that narrative in itself is so powerful, you know? And I feel like that's the biggest part of what I do, is just to be able to tell my story, to let people know you can do it. You know, like when Barack Obama became president, that's sort of what he did for me. He let me know that anybody come from inner city, he didn't have a father. I did. So I was like, okay, I'm one up.
Yeah,
There's no reason why I can't be president,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like,
statistic by
Yeah.
a long shot. Yeah.
just give people examples that they can live up to, realistically, you know? That's what I want to be here for.
All right. Well, before you get out of here, let everybody know they can find you at your IG, Snapchat, Instagram. Go ahead. You got anybody you want to shout out? You can go ahead. You got the chance right now.
All right, man. Look, all right, follow me on Twitter, Kappa Alpha Ty, KAPPA-ALPHA-TY. Same thing on Instagram and Snapchat. So, yeah, just follow me. And shout out my little brother, Schoolboy Quinn. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh meat.
Little freshman here at North Carolina Central University. I would be remiss if I didn't shout him out while I was down here using his meal swipes and all that. So yeah, shout out Lil Quincy wherever you are.
All right.
You know, that's it.
All right. It's your boy Cool Kid.